Hi there, it's Chelle. Oh, you guys, I tell ya, this new year has started off crazy. Today we're gonna alter some playing cards. These are some that I had in my store, so I didn't have to run out to the studio and get some. Our heater still is not working out there. So annoying, but we're gonna have to get a new one. So I'm using kind of what I have in the house, and just some things like my sister gave me that she had. So some green stamps, some cute little, probably won't use those. They're more Christmassy, and I need to put those in my Christmas pile. Just some little odds and ends I thought we could kind of play with and see what we can come up with. So I am going to, these are some canasta cards that we do have in the store. The store is the Rambling Crafter on Etsy. So what I am going to do is, I think I'm just going to rip some of this paper. This is a parchment paper that I was going to use for some of my Christmas journals. I just never got finished with those. So we're just going to kind of play and see what we can do as far as altered playing cards. Kind of like that, and I kind of like the idea of squishing it up. I don't know, just to give it some interest, I think. See what we can do. So I am using some art glitter glue. I do have it in my, I thought that was pear, but it looks like a pin mark, in my little needle point thingamajiggy. So I'm just going to use my fingers and kind of smear the glue out. I don't have my, actually I may not have to. Just kind of do it like that, and then just kind of crinkle it. And I'll show you why I'm doing it like this. Just to give it a little bit of texture and interest. This part down. There we go. That's kind of fun. Let's just do several of them. I'll try to remember to link these bottles. I really like them. They don't have to be perfect, you know, just some interest to these. So what are you guys doing? Have you started back to work if you typically work? I know some of you are retired, which is wonderful. We'll have to go to town tomorrow, but just for like groceries and medicine, stuff like that. But other than that, we haven't really been doing anything. Watching some TV and trying to get over a sickness I had. I don't know. I don't think it was anything. I think it was just when I started walking again on my treadmill, and man, I'm a slug. Really been hurting. Shall we just do 2? No, let's do 3. As this dries, I can kind of see where it needs to be glued down. So I do want to make sure it's glued down pretty well, just so it doesn't, like, you know, come up. And let's do one more. We'll do 3 today. Not sure how long this video will be, but I did want to get something up for you guys. Like I said, I've been a slug lately. Well, I started walking on the treadmill, and man, it just is killing me. I don't know what is going on, but my legs and stuff, I have leg problems anyways, but I think it was from just overdoing it on the treadmill. And I only went like 2 miles one day and then 1 the next. So, but yesterday I was miserable. I just was sick, and Clint was hurting, so Sorry we did not get a video up for you guys, but sometimes that's just the way it is, isn't it? I think I'm going to try to make this piece fit on here, even though it's a little long. There we go. A little bit more over here. Hope you guys are doing well. I saw where my friend Lorette was woken up by a earthquake on, what was that, Saturday, Lorette? Man, I tell ya, like she said, that is not a fun way to wake up. I can imagine. Now, one thing I was thinking I wish I had for these was some Tim Holtz people. So I may have to go outside and get those. Like I said, it's really cold out. But we'll see. It's not, I mean, it's not far, so it's not like it, and I know exactly where they are. So, but yeah, I think we're just gonna suck it up and buy a new heater for out there. At least we know it will work, you know. Then I have Vintage Photo. This is Distress Oxide, so it's not as bright. And that's one reason I wanted to kind of crunch my paper to give it like an extra thing of interest, you know. That's pretty. I like that. That's fun. Just think of any thin piece of paper. You could use baker's paper or pattern paper, you know, the patterns, or like clothing patterns. You could use that if you had some of that. Tissue paper. I just wanted something that would kind of have a see-through as well, because I think it's going to add just another hint of interest. Sorry, Clint hurt himself. You can hear him yelling. He's out there working on ink blenders. We still have a few ink blenders in the store. Probably not this beautiful, but there are some that have a bunch of color that he's working on today because we have some orders. So, yeah, if you're still interested in any, then they're still in the store. I think we still have 5 or something in there. Okay, guys, so now we're going to kind of play with what we have left. These are some kind of stamps. Let me see if I can read it. Minneapolis, cash value, 1. What's that last word? I can't read it with my glasses. So I thought I would just kind of play with some of these things. The green stamps, if you're familiar with green stamps. I noticed the other day that some people are like, what are green stamps? Well, my mother used to actually work at a green stamp place, but when you would go and buy groceries, they would give you so many per like $100 or something, so you'd get like 10 per $100, and then you would keep them in a book, and then when your book was full, you could turn those in to the green book store, to the green stamp store, or whatever it's called. It was probably S&H store, green stamps. But you would turn those in for like toasters or anything, house goods and things like that. So this is, looking for a date. I thought that would be kind of fun. Redeem, it's a gift star, 3 ways as described on the official gift stars saver. It's pretty old, I think, because it only has the 5 numbers, but I don't know. And this did come from like an elderly lady's estate, I think. That's what she said, because you can kind of smell the mustiness of it, but it's not going to bother us too much. I am going to just rip off straight edges. I don't think I'm losing a lot, you know. So yeah, I just thought when she sent me, sis sent me a picture, and she said, do you want any of this stuff? And I'm like, yeah, all of it. Well, it came with a bunch of hair rollers, hair rollers too. So, you know, that smell, kind of like from your grandmother's house. That's kind of what it smells like. But I think it will, you know, kind of dissipate over the years and stuff. So I'm just kind of trying to come up with an idea. And sometimes it's easier to do things when you don't have a lot of items to use. So, like here is an old coupon. This one, I was going to see if there was, it feels really thick. Like it opens, but I don't think it does. It's a gift star thing, so it's kind of like this one. Still says gift stars. Interesting. Only when accompanied by one gift stars coupon. So I guess you would use this one and this one together. Except it says 15 value, and this is just a 5, I would think. That's kind of interesting. I just really want it on there, not necessarily for the coupon, but something like that. Okay, here is Pine Green Life Buoy lever coupon to your dealer. So it's a 1 cent, 5 cent coupon. Yeah, it's a 5 cent coupon. New York, no zip code, so you know it's kind of old. I ought to keep that and make a copy of it, huh? Wonder how old that is. That's kind of cool. Okay. I do have old books in the house, so I did pull this out. I thought some writing on these pages, or on these cards, would be pretty interesting, kind of fun. And maybe it's just like down one side. Just for some interest. That's all collaging really is. It's just you're kind of playing and just see what feels right to you. I had some stamps, which I do have some stamps in the back room. So I don't know if I want to do that, or if I want to, maybe I want to copy that one too. Then I saw these, and I thought these would be really fun. These are hooks and eyes. And I was wondering if we could just take one off, like this. What are these? You guys probably know more about this than I do. Some of you anyways. I'm not sure what that is. Is that supposed to go? Let me see. I have a bunch of cards of these, so it doesn't bother me to go ahead and cut it off the card. I thought, well, since we're playing today, we may as well do whatever we want to, you know. I thought if I could get in there and maybe kind of glue that down. Does this go like underneath that? I'm thinking it has like a little hook or something. So like that maybe. That'd be kind of cute on there, huh? So I need a needle and some thread. That looks really fun. And then these down here are a little bit different. I need to do research on these. Cats are playing like crazy. Can you guys hear Clint? He's been there just sanding away. He needs to make at least 5 so we can mill them tomorrow. But man, he's been so sore, and I've been sore and sick. Probably also my body detoxing maybe from eating so much junk. Trying to eat healthier. That could happen, right? I kind of want one of these on each one. I think that'd be fun. Those are cute. I like that. Let's do another one of those just because we don't have a whole lot of that one. Like I said, I don't know if I'm using these right, but somebody will tell me. And I like this because it has Clint's name on it. So, you know, I'd probably put one of these in his junk journal. Tell you, it's nice though to get back into a routine. Okay, that one I think goes here. So that's how I'm going to add them. Let me go see if I can find some thread and stuff. I have things on those two, but not really on this one. So, and you know, I don't think I'm going to run out and get anything from the shed. I do have some books in the back room that have pictures, so maybe I'll kind of cut those out and kind of use those as like Tim Holtz people. Good idea. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so what I did is I got a needle and some brown thread. You could use any kind. I just think brown goes best with my thing. And then this is a book from 1931, so we're fine to use this. It's like little stories and stuff in there. So what I'm doing is just looking for like something that I can cut out, kind of act like as a Tim Holtz doll. If you guys don't know what Tim Holtz dolls are, they're little paper, kind of paper dolls that you can add to projects, and they're pretty much in just black and white, or kind of like a sepia in white. But what if you don't have any, you know? That looks fun. I wish they were a little bit smaller though. Like this little girl. I like her. I know, but I got these books specifically to use in junk journals, so I don't worry too much about using them. I know somebody's going to be like, don't tear that up. But, you know, I can't keep everything I have. If you guys have seen what I have a lot. It's kind of fun. Rabbit. We need like 3, right? Because we're doing 3 cards. They're pretty good size pictures. There's another little girl. She's really cute. Well, we can pull her out and just see. Almost the same, kind of looking in the same direction and everything. There's a little guy. That would be okay even if his feet were kind of, I feel like he's still a little bit too big, but let's just keep looking. There's a lot of pictures in here, so that's fun. Fun stories. And I like the colors and stuff. Isn't that fun? What about that? He's really big, but you know, if I just did him like halfway, let's do him. Oh, and there's a hunting song. I actually just saw this when I was in there gathering up papers for this. So I'm going to try to cut this down with a tiny, these big old scissors. Wish I had a smaller pair. I know Clint told me I had a pair of his that he gave me permission to use, but because they used to be fabric ones, but I don't see them right off the bat. I may have put them in there with my other stuff to go out in the shed. kind of like a little shadow around this guy, like printed, so that's kind of fun. But if I had my choice, I would definitely use a smaller pair of scissors. There we go. Let's see what else I need to cut. That's kind of cute, isn't it? Or even like that, which is probably, you know what, I think I'm going to leave it like that. Just trim off this one. That'll be perfect. Okay, I love that. Let's see. And this little girl. And also the Tim Holtz dolls are thicker, so they're like on a thicker cardstock. Let's see, like if I put this one here, I would want it to be like kind of towards the edge. Trying to see where I might not have to fussy cut it so much. There we go. So what this has given us is just like a focal point. And then this little girl. I think I just want the little girl. So I will have to cut her out kind of, because I don't want the little boy. Sorry, you guys probably couldn't even see that, could you? So any of those old children's books or anything, you could certainly do that with this. Uh-oh, cut her arm off. This book paper is a little bit fragile, so cut her little hand off. And I really like that shadow that they have. That might be all I need to cut on that one. Yeah. Oh, there's her hand. Okay, so now we kind of have our components. We have our focal point. I am just going to kind of put some of that vintage photo around the edges. Like I said, this is pretty fragile paper, so you do want to be cautious, but this is perfect for collaging on. See, just now I ripped it, so like these, I think I'm just going to just get some color around the edges. Take down that yellow a little bit. It's just really yellow. Sorry, I don't know who's talking. One of the cats. And then this is some of that paper, and this is really fragile. So let's just see if we can't do that instead of just add some color to it. So something like that. A little piece there. I'm going to wait until the very end to sew the things on. Let's see if I can do this in here. You don't have to do this step. It just makes things look a little bit older. So, and I love like altered playing cards because I feel like it's a small thing to do and it's kind of fun. And sometimes you don't want a big, big project. You just want something small and kind of like instant gratification. And I can always use ephemera. There we go. All has some color on it. And let's do our little deer. I think that is cute. Wouldn't that be adorable in a wild wildlife journal. Just kind of, because that paper is so fragile. Whenever you're using book pages and stuff, you want to make sure that they're okay to use. So you don't want dirty words unless that's what you go for, you know. Especially if you get them like from the Dollar Tree. I got my niece one, and I'm like, don't read this. Yeah, it was that kind of book. This one, I just need to help it along a little bit, make it kind of stick out. But I mean, pretty much everything that I have here you could find from an old magazine. You know, there would be probably pictures of little critters or people, and then other little things, and then maybe just a button or something. I have buttons over here too. I don't know if I will use them. But like this, I could almost put like behind this little guy. Obviously, I don't want his little bottom poking out. Maybe just the top of it, just for some interest. And then you just kind of play with it until you get what you're looking for. No, it's just kind of, when it feels done to you, you know. Some people ask, well, how do you know when it's done? Well, it's just done when it feels done, you know. Okay, so I'm thinking something like this. Maybe this here. Is that the dark side? No. And this here, and then this guy on top, like this. Hi, baby. Ooh, I kind of like that a lot. Okay. And if I had my glue sticks in here, I would probably use them, but I don't. But even if you just have like Elmer's glue, I mean, you don't have to have anything special to do these. You know, an old thing of cards. If you don't have cards, you could just cut down some paper, even some like food boxes. You know, that would give you like that dimension. This I want here, but I want kind of his head on it, so it kind of helps his head to poke out. So like there. Not poke out, but kind of set it out, you know. Yeah, like that. That's cute. I like it. Come on, you. And then by not covering up like all the card, you covered up most of it, but you can still see a little hint here, a little hint here. Isn't that cute? So cute. Okay, let's move on to this one. This one, I think I want this on the bottom. Kind of turned. Here, and then this one. If I put her there, I'll kind of see the card in the background as well as here. And since it has the black, it's like she's not floating in plain air, you know, mid-air. Oops. Her little hand. I could have left it off, but I don't think it would have mattered. But I think it'll be fine. And then this one, and these would be perfect in like, some people will do like old books, and like old children's books, and turn them into, oh, you guys know what I'm talking about, junk journals. But, I'm gonna see where I want to put her. I think I want her like there. So I'm going to put this so it kind of comes down at the bottom. But yeah, those old children's books, wouldn't this be some cute ephemera for that? So kind of like that. And then, you know, you can also cover up, like here it was, what, Diet Coke or something, so that's going to cover that up, which I wasn't that, you know, fond of, so. But I'm letting some of everything kind of show through. Sometimes people will say, how come you covered that up? Well, that's kind of the whole thing, you know, you just kind of layer up, and usually if you pay, you know, really close attention, you'll see, oh, that was a little tiny, still a little bit of that is showing through. Does that make sense? Look at those are so cute. I love those. Okay, so let's put these on here just for some interest. Do I want it there? Do I want it in the middle? Maybe up here. It's kind of like she's looking up here. So what I'm going to do is just poke holes where I want that one to go. Thread up our needle. Go ahead and put quite a bit of thread just so that I have enough for all three of these. Then we're just going to kind of tack it down. So I'm just going to pull one longer than the other and tack it. I think what I'm going to do is just go up one side, down the other. You know, it won't be like a perfect little thing, but it'll kind of minimize the thread. There we go. Don't want to pull too tight, because if you do, your little knot might come through. Is that how people sew these? They just kind of sew it like a button? I don't know. Okay, and then once it's kind of sturdy, I don't mind it having some movement. I think what I'll do is put this down here. I thought that's how it went. There we go. And then what I'll do is just poke a hole here, and from the back, just go in that and kind of do a little bit of a whip stitch. So in a hole there, and then just right outside through that little hole. I have tons of these little things, and I never thought to actually include them on something like this until today. Isn't that weird? You know, sometimes you just kind of hoard them almost, and you think, what am I going to do with this? And then when you have limited supplies, you think about it for a as a design element. Hole there, hole here. And I don't mind it that it's like that on the back. The back, to me, most likely I would put some coffee dye paper on it and journal. But it's so pretty that I just decided to leave it like that. So, and then I am going to just do like a triple, or what is it called? A knot. Triple knot. But you just go around your needle 3 times. And then you just pull it. My grandmother used to, that's how she showed me how to knot. Then I'm going to cut that off, and then just for safety, I am going to put some more art glitter glue on the back. And just tack it down, and we'll just let that dry. So let's move on to this one. I still have an idea of something else I want to add, so we'll see if I can make it work or not. But I do like having the whole set of these little clasps. You know, like them put together and stuff. I just think they're cute that way. So let's kind of put this one here and here. Pretty easy. I mean, it's just a little bit of handwork, you know. And sometimes that just makes such a huge difference. On a project is just a little bit of something different, you know, that you're not used to putting on there. Something that takes a couple of minutes. Okay, now I gotta find, oh, there it is. I was thinking, oh no, where did I put the other one? So let's go in here. From the back. And I think I will just thinking, even if you wanted to, you could, you know, like do some of the thread. Wouldn't that be kind of interesting? If you did that, then you could put like a tag or something under it. I have to consider that. Wouldn't that be kind of fun? Okay, so let's do this other one. Do my 3 or 4, pull it through, just put some glue just to kind of give it a little bit extra security there. Okay. Glue all over my hands. And this one, I think, went over here. Didn't it? There it is. Let's go here. Doesn't have to be straight. I'm not really that straight of a person. I just, as in liking straightness, it doesn't bother me as much. Forgot my knot. Kind of like to do things like wonky because I just feel like it adds more interest. There we go. I think if I were going to like make this into a tuck, I would use maybe like this. If you used embroidery floss, I think that would work nice. I might have to do that. Maybe we'll do that in the next video, just for some, just a fun little idea, you know. Okay, and I kind of want this one like this, so I'm going to go there and a hole here. To line it up correctly. Come on, you. It's really kind of fiddly. I know some people are like, I don't like to do fiddly stuff. Yeah, this is kind of a little fiddly theme. I think I'm just going to go straight across it though, instead of like I did last time. Is that the hole? There's the hole. There we go. I think that's going to be just fine. Make sure it's not shifting on me, so I'm paying attention to where my hole is. Let's do one more. Just do our little circle. Is that right? Okay. Something was off. Okay, and now let me look at these. 1, 2, 3. So now I have one other thing. I was thinking it would make these really go nice together. Kind of bump them up a little bit. So I will be right back. So I want to add some little charms to these. So I was thinking these little bead things would, yeah, they'll hang perfectly on there.
Hey guys.
There's Clint. See if that side would hold. Probably not. It's probably, these are bulb pins, so if you have some, that would work really nice. But if you don't, you could use maybe a paper clip or something, you know. And I really need some wire, but all my wire's outside. So look what I found. A bread tie.
Yep, that'll work.
So I'm going to see if I can take off most of the paper. I know I was thinking, what can I use at home, you know, that I have at home?
Yeah.
To be creative with. And this is actually, I guess it's not a bread tie, it's a vegetable tie from the store.
Having your luck?
No. But I'll get it. It just is going to take me a minute. And we really like the long ones, so we keep them. And I thought, well, I can use that, you know.
Here you go, babe.
Is it a stripper?
Yes, dear.
I was thinking that might be better. So, Clint's little stripper doober.
Doesn't really matter.
Which one's the biggest? Let's do the biggest one.
Bottom.
20. And then you just, ooh, look. Oh, nice. But if you don't have that, you probably ask your husband if he has one.
Yeah, I'm sure probably a lot of husbands do.
Oh man, I broke it. Well, that's a big bummer, but you might just want to, you know, pull it out. Let's see. Is there like a piece that's going to grab a hold of the wire to pull? Nope. I don't want to break it anymore. There we go. See? We've got one piece anyways. See if we can do the same. Maybe I went too far. Oh, I got it. These are really nice. These are wire strippers that, like, we have them because Clint's always fixing things. Glad he thought of that. It's much easier. See if I can go a little bit further on this one. Oh yeah. There we go. We're getting the hang of it now. Tell you, you can use anything, you know, recycle, recycle, recycle. Oops, that one broke. I cut it or something. Well, if you don't have these big ones, sometimes the bread loaves, you know, will have the little ones, which I think would be perfect, and probably you wouldn't even have to strip the stuff off of them. I locked it. You know, because they probably would have like interesting color or something. I am not throwing away my little pieces of wire because I might need them. Okay, that's easy peasy, isn't it? That wasn't too bad. So let's see what else I have. I'm thinking, do I have? So what I want to do is I have some beads. Ooh, pretty beads too. I have these. I have even smaller, which I think would go really nice. Definitely want a green one for this guy. I don't think I have a brown. This kind of orangey. Do a blue for this one, because why not? So I do have some beads. That's kind of fun. I like those green for this one. And this one, I have a, like a purple. Really, I don't think I want a lot, you know, going on. But let's just see what else we have over here. Oh, here's like a little brown one. Just put one of those for each one, that'll work. And then I also have buttons if I choose to use them, but I don't know that I want to. So here's what I'm thinking. Okay, if I had a pair of pliers, they would work better, but all you want to do is you kind of want a loop on your wire. Like that. There we go. And then we're going to slide those on. I think I want this one on the bottom.
Oh, that was good, didn't it?
Yeah, so far. Cross my fingers. Do we have any needle nose pliers in the house?
Oh, well.
Little ones? They could be big ones.
Oh, yeah, I got big ones.
And actually, I want this really pretty one. Ooh, I really like that. It's okay if you can't find any. Okay, isn't that pretty? I like that. Just a simple little thing, and then I'm just going to nip it right there. That flew all over my fingers.
I know, Sophia.
That's
You know,
Sophia
that's all I
talking.
need to do. 'Cause
Thank you.
you're welcome.
I just need something to help me pinch
Pull it?
this. Well, just
Oh,
kind of
to
help me
pinch it?
pinch it, yeah. Maybe. I might have had better
Well,
just using my finger.
till you break your nail.
Or it pinches up underneath your nail. That's not fun. There we go. Just want something that's going to kind of be a little bit bigger than your hole is. So, we'll put this one, see if it stays.
No, Sophia.
No, Sophia.
So,
I know, honey. Go see Daddy.
that's what she's wanting. Hi. Oh, she's so-
And that's cute.
Oh, give me a break, cat.
Oh,
No,
we sold something else, you said?
you're the one that wanted me to pick it up.
Okay, and then we just need one more, huh?
Okay.
If you can grab a hold of this and kind of turn it, that's the easiest way. There we go. Those are fun, just little charms. Again, I just had these in the house. I brought them in for last week. I can't remember why. And then what I'm going to do is, let's just cut that. See if I can't kind of twist it. Typically I would use like jewelry wire or round tip pliers, but again, we're inside, and not that I couldn't walk out, I just choose not to.
Are we done, Sophia? I got stuff to
So, and then just kind of
do. Yeah.
put that little wire there, and then we're going to put that on this. I'm hoping it will kind of go over, yeah, that part. And then that's just going to hang there. Isn't that cute? And if you wanted to, you could close that little clasp so it doesn't come off. That's cute. I like that. Okay. Something I would not have figured out, huh? If I had all my stuff, I wouldn't have had to been so creative. Really just want to make sure that I have a big enough circle, you know. And you don't want to pull it too tight, because if you do, it could kind of loosen the bottom one, and then it can come off. See, perfect. I kind of like it, and I think it's really interesting, you know. But yeah, I think I still have two, if you're looking for the ball pins. Of course, you could just put the wire on that. You don't even have to have the ball pins. But I think I have some in my store still. And then that's going to hang on there, just for some interest. That's fun. I like it. And then this little one. And like if the wire is too big, then I just go ahead and do another little circle. There we go. That's kind of cute. And then if you wanted to, after, you know, you put them on there and they're sealed, or you can't get them off, then you could just change out the little charm. You know, if you got this and you wanted this charm, you could maybe put something else on there. Just take this charm off the ball pen. I think they're adorable. What do you guys think? I really love this one. It just looks so kind of forest animal-y. I like it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I don't think we quite made it our time, an hour, but didn't really need that long, so that's awesome. So I hope you guys like this. Hope you give it a try. Challenge: use something in your house that is not typical craft supplies. I would love to see what you guys do, and come join us over on Facebook, The Ramblin' Crafters with an S on Facebook. There is always a link below, and show us what you came up with. Thanks for watching. Be sure and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps out our channel. And we will see you guys in the next video. See you soon. Bye.